So just a second. All right. There are a few questions of which you're going to answer. So these
Yes.
questions are, of course, related to your speaking activity itself. We'll start with the first page, which is mentioned here, in which the
Help
question first
yourself
is,
face
how you help yourself
fear.
face the fears.
Okay. Ma'am, shall I start?
Yeah, sure. Please start.
If I feel fear of anyone, of someone, maybe it's an incident or a person. First of all, I pray to God, and I speak to myself that God is always with me. It
Hmm.
This process always gives me strength. And second thing I do is mm, I try to uh, get knowledge of that event or that person. So
Absolutely.
that I so that I I can know that how can I deal with them.
Excellent.
And sometimes I take help of my friends and my relatives and my kin and kith uh,
Very
for
good.
for
Right.
support. uh,
Yes.
and uh, and one thing I always do, that I prepare myself for the worst.
Yeah, right. Right.
And when we when I mentally prepare for the worst, then my fear automatically my fear is automatically decreased.
Yes, right. I second you there. It is one of the perspectives that I also go through. That I'm prepared for the worst, and if something positive happens or optimistic happens,
Huh.
so I feel really tranquil. That okay, yes, something better has happened. What I have thought of
Huh.
somewhere get diminished, right? So yes,
Huh.
I second you there.
Sometimes situations are out of our control, and
Yes,
they
absolutely.
are really getting very bad. Matlab, sometimes situations are really uh,
Huh. Sometimes the suggestions are not expected the way we have expected always.
yes, ma'am.
So yes, we need to be really prepared for whatever the food is served to us in front of us, right? So Anita ji said, "Hi Anita ji, how are you?
Fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How was the weekend?"
Nice, ma'am.
Okay. Anita ji, we have started this activity already. So these are the questions that people are going to answer. Meanwhile, Namita ji is going to think over the second answer of the question, but I would like to give you the first answer. The first question is, how do you help yourself uh, for your fears? Oh, sorry, Namita ji, you have started by telling this. If I will face fear, no, it is all about that you have faced or you are facing or you're going to face. So when we have all the three tenses and we are actually directing it up, so we use simple present tense that if I face fear in that sense, okay? And you have
Yes, ma'am.
used this kins and kith that was appropriate. Just the pronunciation, kith and kins. It should be used like kith and kins,
Okay.
relatives and friends.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Excellent for using that up. Yes, Anita ji. I repeat the question. How do you help yourself face your fears?
Fear.
If you want a minute to think over it, you can. I'm not pressuring you to answer on the spot.
Uh, uh, how do you help yourself face your fears? First, I face my fears and I try to reduce my fear by myself. And
Excellent.
if
Very well.
and, and if I did not I, if I'm not face that fear, I help my elders and other counselors.
Repeat that line. I would like to hear it again so that I can understand that what exactly you meant by that. Please repeat it.
Uh, if I am not face that fear,
Okay.
I get help of my elders and counselors.
If I'm not faced that fear, what do you mean by that, Anita ji? I would like to understand. If I'm not,
जो मैं उस फियर को फेस नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, नहीं एक मिनट मैम,
if I'm not able to,
able to, हाँ, if I am not able
yeah, you
to,
must have understood. Yes, excellent.
if I am not
Hmm.
able to face that fear, I will
Yes,
help. I will take help of my
nice.
elders and counselors.
Nice. Excellent. Right. Okay. Anything else you would like to add, or shall I switch to Namita ji for the next answer?
Ma'am, done.
Okay, fine. Namita ji, next question is, what feeling do you think is the most uncomfortable? Embarrassment, anger, fear, or something else? It's not about you have to pick only one of them. You can even pick every of the mentioned word here, and then you can mention about the explain about the topic. Like how you can say that embarrassment is also uncomfortable, anger is also one of them. Like we feel uncomfortable when we feel angry, or after after showing the emotion of angrily emotion. So do we feel at that point of time as well uncomfortable, in fear as well? Or if you can connect any other feeling in this, like something else means any other feeling, so would you like to add on here? That totally depends upon you.
Okay.
Namita ji,
Ma'am,
yeah, you go
ma'am,
ahead.
shall I start?
Yes, yes, please.
Uh, uh, all feelings are all emotions are negative emotions, and they
Mhm.
are they when we feel that emotion, we feel uncomfortable. But the most uncomfortable emotion for me is anger, because I
Okay.
feel whenever I get angry, I lose my control on myself. That
That's true.
time I don't think about my words and about my action. And
Mm.
after when this phase is passed,
Fun.
I
Mm,
feel
right, exactly.
I felt I feel regret for
Right,
my deed my deeds.
right.
So it's that feeling is uh, in my notion is most uncomfortable feeling, and I always try to control my anger, at least uh, for few minutes, because
Mm.
if we control uh, only for few minutes, that intensity of that emotion decreased very fast, and we can control ourselves. So
Right.
I apply some techniques which I
Hmm.
learned by some uh, spiritual gurus. That
Okay.
first, if you they said that if you get angry, close your eyes and speak at least 1 to 20 numbers. That
Okay.
and second thing I think thought that time, I think that the person is not mm, matlab person is here, I can express my anger after 1 or 2 hours. So
Hmm.
it's also a useful technique that that interval give us uh, time to think about our action.
Okay.
And so I feel that anger is the most uncomfortable feeling, uh, because any other feeling, suppose embarrassment and fear,
Hmm.
uh, we uh, we feel low, and but its impact on only ourselves. But
Yes.
anger is the emotion when we feel low, but we react on environment and other people, and so
Right.
their damage is may be very dangerous for our social
Right.
image and social relations. And
Right.
so
Wow, we have never come across with such kind of answer. I have actually asked these questions numerous times to numerous students, but this answer was the best yet. I must say, Namita ji nailed it by giving the answer. We were not expecting such kind of answers and beautifully expressed without any mistake and especially very informative. Very well done. Very well done. And not even a single grammatical mistake, just accept this. At that time, I think at that time I should think. That's all. That generally happens with me. I'm going to neglect it, of course. Next, Anita ji, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am. Uh, uh, ma'am, I am feeling uncomfortable when someone getting late because of me.
Wow, right,
It
right.
is very embarrassed moment for me because someone
Hmm.
getting late, uh, and especially my husband, his work, someone calling him, and suddenly he have to go from house.
Yes,
Other, so I try to I always try to get all work on time,
right.
but I always
Like,
get late.
okay, okay. Would you like to continue?
Yes, ma'am. And at that
Please.
time, I take deep breathing and control
Hmm.
myself.
Very good.
It it, uh, it happened in human life.
Hmm. Yes, it's a human nature, right?
Done, ma'am.
And there is a saying, I would like to write here, and it will help both of you in future. To err is human. You must have heard this saying. So basically, this means कि mistaken is in human's
hmm,
nature. Err. So that is not a problem, of course. But coming to your point, you have started with I am feeling. Anita ji, first thing I would like to mention here that the answer you have given was very well expressed because thinking something related to that on the spot, you both are doing really excellent job. Because even if you're going to ask me which is the most uncomfortable or embarrassment or any other point, any other feeling for you, so I might have to think a lot and then I'm going to answer. but you people are trying to give the answers on the spot. And look how beautifully it is coming out of you. So, when you talk about I am feeling, you started this answer that I am feeling embarrassment or something. No, I feel. There's something you generally feel, right? There's something you feel in the present also, or future, or you have felt in past also. So, for when we are telling about something that it happens with me, so we use simple present tense. Then, suddenly my husband, suddenly he have to go. You have used with he. We should use has. Suddenly he has to go.
Yes, she is.
And yes, otherwise there were no too many mistakes of grammar, but you have really expressed very well. One more thing, instead of on time, you were right. I'm not saying that you have spoken anything wrong, but instead of on time, what else can we use? Punctual, and it is a very easy word. You people know it, right? That I really want to be punctual in future, so that nobody feels embarrassment because of me, basically. Am I right?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, moving on to the next question. When your brain makes you think negative thoughts, such as you'll never succeed or no one likes you, what are some things you can tell yourself to change these thoughts? I want you to take a minute or so to think over it and then answer me because this should be the lengthiest answer you have spoken till now in this class. So take your time, take 1 or 2 minutes, and then come to me. And if Navita would like to answer, then she is welcome because her turn is over already.
Ma'am, shall I start?
Yes, please.
Uh, Whenever I feel that this, whenever I feel this type of negative thoughts that I will never succeed or no one like me, no one likes me, uh, it's a really a uh, very low feeling for anyone and for me also.
Right,
And
right,
we all feel this type of feeling
right.
in some um, in the many times in our life
Right.
when we feel like that. So whenever I feel like that, first of all I try to ma'am sorry, uh, ma'am
No
sorry,
problem. Take
someone came, uh,
no
please.
problem. Take your time. Take your time. No problem.
वो उसका उसका जो टब है ना, उसमें से पानी निकल रहा है। हाँ हाँ। Yes, ma'am. Whenever I feel like this, first of all, I uh, uh, I try to remember my previous achievements. Uh, it and some selected compliments which were given by my teachers and some renowned people, and that uh, give me strength and a positive feeling that I am worthy and I am capable and all that. And second thing I do, that I meet my friends and my some near and dear people who really love me and always motivate me. And whenever I go, whenever I meet them, I feel I am a person who loved by some people in the world. And uh, sometimes this feeling is not a temporary, no, for within a for 1 or 2 days. Sometimes its period get longer. So that
Right,
time
absolutely
I try to visit some new places, and
right.
yeah, it makes a powerful change for है ना, and sometime uh, uh, I like to read uh, good books
Right,
and listen some speaker. I like Sister Shivani, Gopal Das,
right,
and
right,
Sadguru. And Sadguru,
right,
they always motivates, and they always mm, they always their preaches always
hmm,
realized us ki
absolutely,
we all are worthy, we all are worthy,
absolutely,
and uh, we have a lot of potential to do um, anyone which we want. And
exactly,
faith is important, and and the uh, most important thing which I do that time, that I pray to God, and
hmm,
and I believe that I am a loving child of God, and so it's so I am worthy, because if God loves me, then
right,
but it's very easy to speak, but whenever
hmm,
we
yeah,
feel this type of
yeah, right,
it's
right, 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 agree,
very difficult
absolutely,
to very difficult
apply,
to applying and overcome
execute, when
of
it comes to
that.
the execution, right, right,
It's a tough period of life if we feel, start to feel like that.
absolutely right. Hold for a
Yeah.
second, I'm writing three words here. Very well spoken, Namita ji. This, the answers that bring smile to the other's face are the best ones. So you speak really very well. I'm writing three words. Just speak up
Yes,
these
ma'am.
words, okay? Okay. I've mentioned them in chat. Anita ji, please read out these.
Execute, execution.
Okay. Anita ji, I can hear you.
executive, execute, and execution.
Okay. Namita ji, what is the pronunciation of these three words?
Yes, ma'am. Executive, execute, execution.
Okay. The pronunciation of last two words is correct. Basically, the pronunciation of the first one is not correct. You can say that it is changed, or you can say, yes, at my time as well, when I was in the school, it was pronounced as executive, but nowadays it should be pronounced as executive.
Executive,
Executive, executive, executive,
Executive,
exe.
executive, exec,
No, take it in exactly, exactly, exactly,
executive,
ex.
executive,
Yes,
executive, executive.
excellent. Yes, Anita ji pronounced it executive.
executive.
Absolutely right. Do we grasp the pronunciations in one go, Anita ji? Very well. Okay, one more. pronunciation is there. Um, okay, that is renowned. Namita ji,
Yes, ma'am.
you have spoken this word. It was very well. You have mentioned a very good word here. Renowned. The pronunciation is renowned. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Enough.
Now next is powerful. Powerful.
Powerful. Powerful.
Yes. Right.
Powerful.
Then capable. Capable, not capable. Capable.
Capable.
No, not capable. Capable. Okay.
Capable. Capable.
Yes. Yes.
Capable. Okay, ma'am.
Absolutely. When somebody has come just a few minutes ago, Namita ji have just said, when somebody has come just a few minutes ago, confidence. Someone has come. Hear a new word from you for low feeling. You have used it once or twice, feeling low or low feeling, right? As people feel low. So I want you to fetch out a new word so that what happens basically, you are an advanced sort of student. You're at the advanced level. So feeling low or low feel is a sort of word which is used by the basic students. Let us learn something new, and even I'm going to fetch it out, which is the most appropriate and easy, and which can be actually come upon your mouth easily. So we are going to fetch out a new word related to that. Okay. Okay. Anita, ji, your answer related to the same?
Ma'am, what do we use in instead of feeling low?
No, I have not even said any of the word yet, but we are going to fetch it out. अभी हम एक word ढूंढेंगे, ठीक है? Which would be easier for you all and which you can use on the mouth as well as on spontaneously, I mean to say. So I want you to use a better word for it, right? So people have a sort of background